All right, let's just jump right in. The date is February 18th, 2026, and what we're looking at today, well, it might just be one of the most important days in the history of artificial intelligence. We're tracking 5 absolutely massive stories that all broke today. We're talking about silicon fortresses, AI that actually builds itself, a new global power stepping onto the stage, a full-blown scientific renaissance, and yeah, a brand new ethical minefield. It's all pointing in one direction. This right here, this is the headline for the whole day. It's this idea that the cycle of innovation is now starting to feed itself. Think about it. We're heading a point where progress is no longer limited by how fast humans can think, but by how much silicon and power we can throw at the problem. So let's break down what that actually means, starting with our lead story. First up, we've got to talk about the hardware. The sheer unbelievable scale of this build-out. Meta and NVIDIA just made a massive multi-generational partnership official. And you have to understand, this isn't just some big shopping trip for chips. This is a deep strategic alliance designed to lock down the very foundation of intelligence for years to come. And the money involved? It's just staggering. Just look at this number, $690 billion. Let that sink in for a second. That's the combined spending on infrastructure, data centers, chips, the whole shebang, for just the top 5 US tech giants. For this year alone. That's almost double what they spent last year. What you're looking at is quite literally the largest infrastructure project in human history, and it's all built on the bet that AI is about to change, well, everything.
So here's why that Meta deal is such a game changer. It's about so much more than just a truckload of GPUs. They're plugging in NVIDIA's entire tech stack. We're talking everything from next-gen CPUs for maximum efficiency to the super-fast networking they need for training Llama 4, and even cutting-edge confidential computing to keep AI features secure in places like WhatsApp. You see, they're not just buying parts, they are building a completely integrated silicon fortress. This is a power play to secure their spot at the top for a long, long time. Okay, so you have this mountain of hardware. The natural question is, what are you going to do with it? Well, all that incredible compute power is firing up a new kind of AI model that's just fundamentally different. These new models aren't just following our instructions anymore. They're actually starting to speed up their own development. And this is the breakthrough that makes it possible. It's called recursive reasoning. It's a huge leap from just predicting the next word in a sentence to, well, something that looks a lot like actual thinking. The best analogy? It's like an AI that can check its own homework. It can work through a problem, spot a flaw in its own logic, and then go back and fix it before it ever gives you the answer. This is the secret sauce that's finally making AI reliable enough for really high-stakes jobs.
And the results? They honestly speak for themselves. Anthropic's brand new model, Claude Sonnet 4.6, is posting scores that would have sounded like science fiction just a year ago. 94.2% on a massive knowledge benchmark? That's a new world record for general understanding. But look closer. The hallucination rate is down 45%. That's the number that businesses care about. For things like law, or medicine, or finance, this is where AI crosses the line from a neat toy to an absolutely essential tool. It's becoming trustworthy.
So what happens when you have a trustworthy AI that can reason? Well, it completely changes how we create things. There's this new trend popping up with developers called vibe coding. Seriously. Instead of painstakingly writing out every single line of code, engineers are just describing the vibe. They give high-level verbal instructions, and the AI agents just build the rest. And get this, at OpenAI, something like 100% of their internal code is now written by AI. Wild!
But here's the thing. For the longest time, this has all felt like a Silicon Valley story, right? Well, that's changing, and it's changing fast. The entire center of gravity is starting to shift. Today, the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi basically became the most important AI event for the Global South, signaling that there's a powerful new player on the board, and they have a very, very different vision for the future of AI.
The term they're using to describe their national strategy is techno-Gandhiism, and it's a direct challenge to that scale-at-all-costs mindset we see in the US. The focus here is completely different. It's all about human-centric progress, using AI for things like social justice, empowering rural farmers, or bringing better healthcare to the most marginalized communities. It's a whole different playbook.
And make no mistake, this isn't just a philosophy. It's backed by serious capital. We're talking about a $100 billion investment in sovereign AI infrastructure, meaning they own and control it. There's a $2 billion high-performance AI hub and a national strategy to build AI directly into their digital payment system. The goal is crystal clear:
India wants to control its own data and its own digital destiny, and in the process, become the world's fastest adopter of AI.
Now, this next story, this might be the most profound one of the day, because today we got definitive proof that AI has officially graduated from just summarizing human knowledge to actually creating brand new scientific insights, discoveries that have stumped the smartest humans for decades.
This is Google DeepMind's Alpha Evolve. It's an AI that basically uses a form of digital evolution to discover better algorithms. And just look at what it's doing. It found a more efficient way to multiply matrices, breaking a record set by a human way back in 1969. It's finding new ways to make Google's own data centers more efficient, and, this is the crazy part, it's even redesigning the very computer chips it runs on to be better. That is the recursive loop of intelligence in action. The flywheel is officially spinning.
And that brings us to our final story today. Because after we talk about the hardware and the software and the incredible science, we have to talk about us, the human part. And this last piece forces us to confront some deeply personal and ethically murky questions about what all this technology really means.
A patent was just officially granted to Meta for something they call Project Lazarus. The system is designed to take a person's entire digital footprint, every post, every comment, every picture you've ever liked, and use it to create an interactive digital clone that can keep posting and interacting on your behalf after you're gone. Now, Meta says they have no current plans to build it, but the capability is now patented technology. It exists.
And this leads us to the big, thorny question I want to leave you with today. You can see the corporate incentive, right? It's to keep a user profile active forever, serving ads against it. But what about our personal rights? In this new age of intelligence, do we still have the right to be truly forgotten? The right for our story to have an end? That's the question we're all left with tonight.